We posting it, and they call us right back. We do it all again. Let's get this straight. You ain't signing a 360, but all right. Shout out to everybody jumping on the A&R Desk. First, I would like to say, if you missed last week, we had a competition between Primo Sad and Go by Saeed, but it's Primo Sad on Instagram and Certified Gauge. And the matchup was dope. Two dope records, two dope artists. And yet again, we had another tie. And both artists. Shout out to everybody jumping on. He said, run that back, fam. Run that back. No doubt. Both artists won to actually be interviewed on Epic TV by way of Miss Jackson Media Group. And also will have their song on rotation. Now, let me stress this. On rotation on 104.5 FM, DJ BJ Clark. Now, I said this last time on the show. If you know anything about radio, that's $1.35 a play. So that's all I'm going to say. So shout out to everybody who was watching that. Shout out to Miss Jackson Media Group for doing the plug on that. Shout out to DJ BJ Clark. But today what we going to do? We got some work coming too. Primo said we got some work coming too. That's right. We got some work coming through. But today, and I'm jumping in my words, today, what we're going to do is we're going to really get to work today. My 4 other episodes, we have fun, play some videos. Everybody got to shake out. But today, we doing A&R critiques. That's right. A&R critiques. I ain't your friend today. I'm not your friend today. All right. When I'm viewing it, and I'm critiquing it, I ain't your friend. Afterwards, I'll shout you back out. Ty, see you. Shout out to everybody jumping on. So today we're doing A&R critiques. And what I'm going to suggest, treat this just like a mission that you want to get an A&R to hear your music. In a few seconds, or it's already up. I was going to put the number up. You could text that number. Once you text that number, let me just double check some stuff right now. You're going to text that number. People are ready. Are you taking submissions today? Let me just answer some of that. Yes, indeed. I hope they listen to the show. Because what we're going to do today, you're going to submit your record. What I want you to do, it could be a video or your record. You're going to text it. Text it with your Instagram name. Now, I'm going to use this technique that I use. I got this technique that I use when I'm at the labels, right? This technique, I had to change the music. It got serious. Got real serious. There's this technique I use called PAP. P-A-T. These are 3 aspects that you want to formulate and groom when you're doing artist development with an artist, right? I'm giving y'all too much. I said I wasn't going to give y'all too much. Shout out to Sincere. If y'all missed it, he did a dope coming with advice from an A&R perspective on the show. If you want to check it out, go to spudbrooklyn.com. You can watch all the episodes that aired before this one. You might want to check it out. I'm getting some submissions right now. So I'm most definitely gonna check those out. And we're gonna get to it. But again, like I was saying, we are going to, and I'm getting to the feed. I see the feed is bubbling. How are you accepting records? This is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna share the information right now. There's a number right there on the screen. What you're gonna do is you're gonna text the content that you want to, the content that I'm so excited, the content that represents you. You send it, whether it's a video or MP3. Shoot it over, right? Shoot your Instagram handle as well. What we're gonna do is the PAP technique. What I was explaining to you, the PAP technique is product, analytics, and presentation. Those are 3 aspects when dealing with artist development that I go into when I'm working with an artist or I'm looking at an artist. Unfortunately today, and maybe fortunate for some, we are going to take the analytics part out. No analytics. There will not be analytics today, but that would be fun. We're going to take out the analytics and we're going to focus on the PP. And we're not pushing P. It's not pushing P. You know what I'm saying? I want to get that straight. We're not pushing P. What we're going to be doing is focusing on the product and the presentation. This is why I said send your record and send your Instagram handle. We're gonna listen to it. We're gonna go over the 3 qualities of the record. What's the quality of the record? How does it sound? Mixed down, mastered. I might ask some questions. Then we're gonna go into the content. What's the concept of this record? You know, where it's going. Then we're gonna go into the texture, the vibe of the record, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I'm getting a lot of submissions coming in right now. Bear with me. I'm gonna go in the order in which they came. That's what I'm gonna do. And if what I said the rules was your Instagram handle and the content that you wanted to be presented. That's what I want. That's what I want. So if you don't follow the rules, I'm gonna pull you up on that too. I might stop taking in submissions because a lot is coming in and I don't want anybody to feel like they missed out. I will be doing this again. It won't be free all the time. And when it ain't free, I'm going in. We doing analytics, checking your playlist in. We're going to dig deep. Like I said, we're bringing A&Ring straight to your phone. That's what we're doing. So if you're an artist, you're creative, and this is what you say you want to do, we're going to do it here. I'm tired of complaining about A&Rs not doing their work, so I'm here to work. So if you want to work, we can work it together. All right. I said a lot. Let's go to the feed real quick. Just in case I missed anybody. I see a few shout outs. Yo, Shot Payne, I see you. Crisscross, I just want to shout out everybody going on. Hefe, I see a lot. Bricksburg, I see Bricksburg is up here heavy. Shout out to everybody that's jumping on. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. We dropping gems here. Oh, speaking of gems, before we get into the festivities of this evening, because I'm hyped. Shout out to Nate that just jumped on. I'm hyped right now. So we're gonna get into the festivities of this all, right? Before we do, I want to talk about a marketing strategy that the independent artists got to be really careful about. I went through my feed today. This morning, I went through my feed and I'm seeing everybody with their Spotify, they're wrapped. They're 2009 all the way to now. They showing a wrap up, like what they streams was. That was one of the most genius marketing strategies that Spotify did right after they announced that in 2024, they're not going to be paying artists if you don't get a particular amount of streams. They don't care how much streams you get. Hold on. I got to bring back Unsigned, right?
Show studio.
Yeah, we get busy. So that was one of the most genius marketing strategies that they actually did. And what you don't know as an artist, right? And I'm sharing something with you from an insider's perspective. Every download of that content that you did, even if you screenshot it, this is how thick it gets. Even if you screenshot it, there's a metadata that's tagged to that amplifies Spotify's algorithm. Yeah, they duped y'all. I'm just saying they duped y'all. They was good with it. It was genius. What better way to highlight an independent artist by letting them brag about their stats or promote their stats while hiding something in it? You gotta be witty in this game, y'all. And I'm not gonna say don't post it. I'm not gonna say don't show your credentials. I'm not saying that at all. So please bear with me. That's not what I'm saying. But you gotta be smart. The odds, the deck is stacked against. Yes, Primo said genius. The deck is stacked against us, right? I'm probably gonna get a few emails tomorrow, phone calls about this, me saying this. Because they're not the only ones that do that. You know what I'm saying? They're not the only ones that do that. And they also have agreements with the platforms that are post. So like Instagram is probably in on it as well. Shout out to Instagram who be calling me up for consulting. All right. So I said enough. I dropped enough. That was going to be an industry in the street segment, but I had to go. I saw too much of it today. I had to let it go. Before we start, let's get into some more of the feeds. Just make sure Spotify shaking my head. Miss Jackson Media Group, shout it out. Thanks for the invite, Miss Jackson. Shout out to Mark Payne, the real Mark Payne that jumped on. Shout out to everybody that shared this. Shout out to everybody. My man, the group BAM said we are ready for the experience. I love it. Yo, Shot Payne, How you sent the number? I'm sorry if I just popped. I just heard a pop in my ear. I don't know if that happened to everybody. But Shy, how you submitted the number on the screen? You text that. All right. Let's stop the sound for a minute. Let's stop the sound for a minute. I gotta just do one thing. Shout out to our selective sponsor. Last week I kind of dubbed them. You know what I'm saying? Because we was working. And this is my thing, so I do it how I want. But shout out to Nike, our selective sponsor. We're gonna go into something real quick, and then we're gonna get right to work. I'm gonna check out the submissions, and we're gonna start the A&R critique. You are listening and viewing the A&R Desk with Spud Brooklyn, where we're bringing A&Ring right to your phone. All right, quick and simple. I ain't had the time. I told them don't send me something too long because the last video was cool, you know what I'm saying, all that, but it was a little too long. All right, so let's get to this feed. Let's get to the submissions. I'm going back to the submissions. All right, our first submission, and Bricksburg was super fast with this submission. I'm gonna keep it real. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the video first, then we're gonna go into your Instagram. That's right. We're gonna go into your Instagram. We're gonna go into the product. We're gonna dissect the product. Take a listen to that. Then we're gonna go to your Instagram. This is the product and the presentation, and there's no analytics. My system is the PAP system. And if you hear anybody say the PAP system, they jacked it. That's my system. You can ask any label. You can ask anybody. That's my system, the PAP system. I gotta specify that because I did see somebody on live say something that I said, and wasn't quite cool with the way they were trying to make it seem like they did that and that and all that. But anyway, let's get into this video real quick. This is a search it. I'm pulling it up right now. Let me make sure you send me the right link, and please make sure you send me the right link, because if it's not going through, I'm gonna be forced to just go to the next person. Please start real quick. Let's see. Okay, I'm not getting. What am I getting? I'm getting a whole different thing, my brother. I'm getting a whole different thing. Make sure you send the right links. Damn, my links on Google Drive. All right, so Bricksburg. Because I just announced that link, for some reason, I don't know what's going on with it. It wasn't working. I'm gonna go into the next one real quick. If you wanna resubmit that, please do. We're going into right now. Let me see. Okay, this is the group BAM. They sent the iTunes link. Okay, so let me open up iTunes. We had a little problem with the iTunes, but I'm gonna open up the iTunes link right now, and we're gonna see about that. I'm gonna try again. What if I send an MP3? You can send an MP3. You can send an MP3. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in. Yo, shout out to Cash. Oh yeah, you can send an MP3. Feel free to send an MP3. I'm gonna try Bricksburg one more time before we go. I just want to make sure it's not tweaking. So you know what I'm saying. So we're gonna go into that. I'm gonna hit this view real quick to make sure it's working. And if it's working, we're gonna go from there. Let's check this out. Copy that. I don't know why it's not working. I don't know if it's me, but it ain't working. It ain't working. So we're going to go into the next one. We're going to go into the group BAM. We're going to go. I just checked. The link is solid. All right. I'm going to come back to that. Fair enough. You was the first one. You was ASAP. You was ASAP Rocky with it. So you was the first one. We're going to go into BAM. I'm going to try that link one more time. I'm going to reset my, oh, matter of fact, no, I'm going to fix that right now, bro. You was here first. We're going to do this right. We're going to do this right. Let's do this right, right? We're not even going to do that. Pace and go. Let's do this right. All right. Straight up. There we go. See, you giving me energy. I'm giving the energy right back. Nah, we going to get it right. So we got it right. We got it right, my brother. We going to get into this right now. This is Bricksburg, right? This is Brick. It's called Ballin' Like CP3. Okay. I like the sound of that. I like the name of that. Again, I'm gonna listen to it in 3 aspects. I'm gonna be looking. I put the music like it's Halloween or something, right? I'm listening to it in 3 aspects. The quality, because it's a visual. I'm gonna be looking at your visuals as well. So that's gonna be part of the concept and the vibe, the texture. All right. So here we go. That's enough of me talking. We're gonna go into this song by Bricksburg. Feel free to leave your comments. Please leave your comments. Say what y'all feeling about it, and we're gonna go from there. Here we go. Let's go to work.
Grove-side work.
Senpai, senpai!
I got pockets, feelings filthy, smell like ozone. Money real different, I might let you hold up. It might take her to get this built just like me. Just keep it safer with me. Keep it built like on me. Keep it built like on me. I've been building lots of space since I pulled up. Days been lit, mid-time been ballin' like it's 03. Ballin' like 23. Ballin' like CP3. We in the club, we touching shoulders. I keep that sense of being, I mean. You see now what I see. Bricksburg, he be built up off a dream. 08 cookies matched with blue dream. You smoking gas, I'm smoking gasoline. I be dripped up like it's fashion week. He doing features and he taxing. But ain't got shit up on the back end. That loud bill got him acting. Bricksburg going past and spitting fucking passion. I'm sorry to the beat because it's finna see some action. I'm cashing, relaxing and smashing. Yo bitch, man, what happened? Keep up, cause I'm finna go fast on the beat. Real nice, real clean, make you stand on your feet. Man said he want beat, but I never retreat. And it's never defeat, and it's never complete. You want smoke, well then come find me. Got to go, he right beside me. Still waiting a tree line, and Bricksburg right behind me. I've been building lots of spaces since I pulled up. Days been lit, mid-time been ballin' like it's 03. Ballin' like 23. Ballin' like CP3. I've been building lots of spaces since I pulled up. Days been lit, mid-time been ballin' like it's 03. Ballin' like 23. Ballin' like CP3. I've been building lots of spaces since I pulled up. Days been
All right, we're gonna let that play out. All right, so now what I did say, let's get some music on. All right, shout out to everybody that did just jump on. Right now, what we're doing is A&R critiques. A&R critiques. We're gonna go into it. Like I said, this ain't no friend. I ain't your friend right now. I ain't your friend. Straight A&R, right? So you get a taste of how the A&Rs go. Shout out to Bricksburg that submitted that. Okay. And now what we're gonna do after this as well is we're gonna pull up the Instagram. That's what we're gonna pull up next. We're gonna pull up the Instagram, and as we do that, I'm gonna do the A&R critiques. Shout out to everybody. Please feel free to comment how you feel about it. All right, let's check. I'm pulling them up right now. All right, let that load. Let that load. You go right there. Found you. All right. Let's lower this music down. All right. He said that beat's crazy. All right. So now this is what we're gonna do. The record was clean. It was clean. I don't know if it was mastered. They would be very particular about the texture of the record. It did have a lot of low ends on the top. Now I'm just giving you A&R truth. Little low ends on the top. You want to blend those in a little better. The vibe of the record, it is a vibe. It could go into a niche type of energy where you could find that in regional areas. I would not bring that record to New York A&R directly because the texture of that record doesn't fit the mood, especially for the momentum. Now, if we was going into analytics, that would be a little different. The analytics would change the dynamics of the record. I'm just listening as a pure record. With a record like that, you either have to have the momentum It got to be bubbling where the fire, where they have to come to you, or you're gonna have to get the visuals to the extreme. Visuals was cool. It was clean. When I say it was clean, it wasn't a lot of hiccups. It didn't look too rugged. It didn't look too professional. Sometimes people shoot a high end video and they just on the corner. That doesn't it doesn't grab the audience, because the A&R, what the A&R is actually looking at is, how can I sell this? Now, a lot of A&Rs probably could see the talent and the progression that an artist may have, but the main thing is, how can I sell this, right? You gotta look at yourself as a product. Now, going to your Instagram, I'm gonna be honest with you from the gate. From the gate, my brother. I do understand having that blue check. And we all wanted one. We all wanted one. What the first thing, and I'm talking in third person. I'm supposed to just be the A&R, right? Let me just get back to the A&R. Let me just get back to the A&R. First thing I see is your following compared to your followers. You're following more than you're following. That's following you. That's one quick sign. Now, I get it that you're probably following a lot of energy and people that you want. And I'm not saying go back and tomorrow or next week when you come on here, it don't. What you want to do is, if you're following those particular people, is because you want to be in their network. You want to see what they're doing. So what you need to do is build up your following to either match that or surpass that. As superficial as you think this might be to everyone viewing it, not just him, everyone, this is a true fact. I don't care if you came in there with that record that is jumping. If this was the first thing, put it this way, the first thing us A&Rs, and I'm saying us because I'm getting back into A&R mode. I keep want to be like comparing like me versus an A&R. The first thing A&Rs do, this is the first thing we do. We listen to the record, and while the record is playing, we go check your gram. The reason why we check your gram, we want to see what matches, right? So it's cool that you got your link tree in there. That's really dope. Your bio, honestly speaking, the first thing, right? The first thing I get, you got the HGSB, build county. You got that. The typical person might not know what that means, especially a A&R from Harlem who's been in the office since he was 16, and he don't come out the office to A&R and just be online, right? That right there is confusing. You gotta touch them quickly. You said love your neighborhood, love one another. I love the message. As an artist, that doesn't tell me who you are, and I didn't want to say your name, your full government, because it's there, but I was gonna say that you gotta hit them early. When they read that, they gotta have a sense to match what they're seeing and what they just heard. So what I just heard, boy, and I didn't finish scrolling. Let's get to this real. I want the people. All right, they said they lost audio. We lost audio. That's what was going on. I'm back, right? Can't hear. Let me fix that, because I want y'all to really hear that. So give me a second. You're not gonna hear no audio real quick. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. We're gonna work on that real quick. All right. So we're gonna fix that. Give me a second, because I really want to explain this. This is a very important instrumental part. So here we go. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fix. How's that? How's that? Okay, I got an echo. I got an echo. Is that better? No. Hold on. Is that better? I got a little echo. I think y'all can hear me, but I got a little echo. How's that? Nah, that ain't it either. Damn, this is not doing it for me. Hold on. We gonna fix this. I gotta fix this. Monitor. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I gotta cut something off. All right. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do right here. I'm just gonna pull it up right here. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so this is what's going on right here. What I was saying earlier before it ate up so much time, right? This number right here, I hate when people start deleting this number. If you're following 3,000 people, you're following them for a reason. There's probably something you get out of it. Excuse me, something that you're learning from them. What you want to do in comparison to just start unfollowing people, which is one of the terrible things. I see people with 2 followers and 7,000 people. That also don't look too good. What you want to do is grow your followers up. What I was saying was your bio. Your bio got to hit him hard. He has HGSB on the bottom. The typical A&R don't know what that means. So if you're in the market of selling yourself, you want this little part right here to hit you real quick and define exactly what I heard compared to what I see. Because the first thing people do usually, they hear it. They hear the record. Who's that? And then what they do secondly after that, Loon, what's going on? What the second thing they do is go check your Instagram. That's the second thing. So what I was saying I was gonna do was I was gonna scroll up. This is my first time looking at your Instagram. I'm about to scroll up and to see what matches, right? So I like the image. You like cars. I see there's a video. Third, I'm gonna say this right there. Your pin, and you got 3 pins. One of those pins automatically gotta tell me music. One of those 3 pins, if not your first pin, one of those 3. Now picture this. I'm gonna give you an analogy. And I keep jumping out of the A&R, but I can't help it because I don't be liking the way they work. But I'm gonna give you an analogy. If I sell hamburgers, I'm telling you, I sell hamburgers, and then you go to my page and the first thing you see on my first thing is sneakers. If you're an investor, you're gonna think of, why would I invest in something that I don't see them even investing the time into themselves? And not saying you're not doing it, my brother. I'm not saying you're not doing it, but that's something you gotta hit right there. I spent a lot of time on this. I'm not gonna get too heavy on this one, but I just gave you a quick analogy, my brother, on that. Your vibe was cool on the joint. I do see a place. There is a market for that place. The concept, balling like CP3, it does have a marketable region. The quality, I would focus on the lows. I'm not sure if it was mastered. This is something you don't even got to answer. This is something you might as well follow back. He said you might as well follow back. Yes. Oh yeah, most definitely. I will. I most definitely will. I don't shake out like that. Especially if you give me energy, I get an energy back. I do that. I do it live. Right now. I was just in my zone. So I'm not gonna get too heavy. I just replied. I'm not gonna get too heavier on that, my brother. But those are something you want to really target. All right, let's take this down real quick. I do got other people waiting, and time did get eaten up. I might go over. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do right now is no more submissions. Submissions is locked out. I got a lot of submissions. I'm gonna try. No, No, I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna do all the submissions today. Today I'm gonna knock out all the submissions that I got. There's no more submissions. What I got, let me see the last one to make sure I'm staying off that. Okay, cool. ATL Spotlight featuring Cal. That's gonna be like my last submission. I'm not doing no more submissions after that. All right, so after that we had the group. Right? Let's go to, let me copy this right here. Copy this. And we're gonna play. He sent a link. This is not a visual, so we're gonna take a listen to this song real quick, and we're gonna go from there. This is the group BAM, right? We're gonna go into the group BAM. Why is it taking so hard to today? It's challenging. It's challenging today. Today everything is trying to go wrong, but you know what? When you're doing right, those are all the hurdles in the world, bro. I ain't never know one time when I was doing something wrong, I had so many hurdles. So many hurdles to go by. All right, so we're going to take a listen to this. This is the group BAM. The song is called Blue April Moon. It's the single. Let's take a listen, everybody.
I see you, girl, standing over there, like you do with your hair. What can I do to get you to see that I'm the one for you and you're the one for me? Then I kiss your lips into your warm embrace. Under the light of the blue April moon, we danced all night long. Under the light of the blue April moon, we danced all night long.
I'm told the sound ain't right. I don't know why the sound ain't right.
Moving so free.
But I was told the sound ain't right. So what we're going to do is try to take it out of there. I don't know why the sound ain't right. But again, when you're doing right, this is what always happens. All right, I was told the sound ain't right. Let's try to bring it in to the feed. Let's try to go into the feed. Take a listen. It cut. I don't know if it was, again, some people were saying it went out. I don't know if when I came back, I need to send the MP3. Send the MP3. If you got the YouTube link, it seems like it's really vibing with the YouTube link. I did run it through the board. I don't know why the music goes in and out, but when I play my stuff here, it goes in and out. I'm not too sure with that. If you want to send an MP3, you can. I got to hear it. Wave is perfectly fine too. We're not broadcasting on the radio. MP3 is compressed, so it is a lot safer. Contrary to wide range belief, most artists, I would send the wave. The wave is uncompressed, so if it's not as polished, this is why when you put just music on radio, they prefer MP3 because it's actually compressed. The sounds are contained where a wave isn't. So we think louder is better. I'm here to tell you that is not true. That's the A&R and the engineer in me to that. But let's get back to the record. It was too choppy going in and out. I apologize if the record was going in and out. I don't know why it was doing that per se. But it did. And I'm gonna get into now. What I want to do is I want to pull up his Instagram real quick. Because I did have it up. But going to the problems with the records, I actually submitted it differently. All right, so here we go. All right, so let me turn this down a little bit. Let me take these off my ears. Phase issues. It might be a phase issue. I'm not sure why it's oh, I know why it's phasing. I know exactly why it was phasing. My mic probably even sound better now. Yeah, when I was trying to fix the other line, I messed this line up. When we couldn't hear me, I opened up another line, so that was interfering with that. But what we're gonna do real quick is I'm gonna pull up his Instagram. Oh, he got a YouTube. Yeah, send the YouTube. We're gonna do this over. I'm gonna go to the YouTube right now. All right, we're gonna go to the YouTube joint and we're gonna pull that up. Sorry if I missed anything on the chat. I was really listening. I was trying to really give the artist the moment to be heard and give my true ears to it. So I'm trying to do it all. It's kind of hard. But let's go into this joint real quick. And we're gonna go into there and we're gonna hear this joint. We're gonna hear it over. So bear with us, everybody. And here we go.
Over there, looking like you do, wind in your hair. What can I do to get you to see that I'm the one for you and you're the one for me? Your lips and fell into your warm embrace. Under the light of the blue April moon, we danced all night long. Under the light of the blue April moon, we danced all night long. So free, the love that I gave to you and you gave to me. night under the blue moon, with the shine of the moon, I know that our love is true. You love me, and I love you. The moon is blue cause I'm feeling you. Hope you feel me too. Under the light of the blue moon, we danced all night long. Under the light of the blue moon, we danced all night long. Under the light of the blue moon, we danced all night long. Under the light of the blue moon, we danced all night long. Lost in your eyes.
All right, cool. I'm giving free advertising. I'm wilding. All right, cool. So we got to hear that. I want to pull up your Instagram real quick. Let's get to work. Let's get right to work. Before I go on, people were saying, dope record. My man Shah said, if I'm getting married, I might have you perform. I got a few dope songs. People got to hear it. Dope range. Can tell it was fun. That was pretty cool. So people were really feeling that record, right? Let me paste this. Let me paste your joint. We're gonna pull up your IG. Search. Let's go to the search. Paste. Where you at? All right, there you go. Let's check that out. All right, cool. I'm gonna bring you up the same way I did before, so that way we can see and we can hear me. We're not gonna interfere with that. So the first thing I want to say is, I see on your page you said New Jack Swing, inspired group, ready to bring 90s back. Boom! Straight to the gate. I get the correlation to what I heard. Because if I would have heard this record, that most definitely takes me back to the 90s, right? If I would have heard that, which takes me right back to the 90s, and then out of nowhere, I go to your page and you like, hip hop's new, I'd have been like, okay, you completely off the mark. The record, let's get straight back to the record before I even scroll further down. I'm gonna follow you back too, my dude. I'm gonna follow you back too. Before I get into the record, right? Before I scroll, the record had all the elements of true 90s R&B. Even when you got your Billy D. Williams on at the end, all that. The only issue with this record, right? Because selling this record would be very hard because 90s R&B's hurting. It's R&B hip hop that stole everything. R&B hip hop, motherfuckers want to shoot you and be talking about baby, like it's a gray area, right? So to sell it's gonna be very difficult, but live performance would be a straight key. But what I will say for the embodiment of the record, where you went to get this record mixed and probably recorded, if you did it yourself, and this is not a diss, I'm just telling you A&R facts. You got to go to that R&B specialist to make sure the touches on your reverb is crystal. R&B, there's no room. Like with rap, there's a lot of room. There's a lot of room in rap to overly saturate, with reverb and maybe not have no doubles and all. Like you could get away with that a lot of hip hop, but for R&B, especially 90s R&B, so you got the texture of it. You gotta go to that place where it hits. So you gotta go to that person that's like, yo, this is what I do. I do R&B. I don't do none of that Jimmy drop rap stuff. Like one of them and those engineers. You gotta go to them. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna really pull it out so that the record could get truly appreciated, because one missed texture in R&B, it's a dub. It's a dub. So now let's go on back. I see you following 90 and what I'm saying now, it's very superficial, but this is part of the game. See you following 79. You got 6,000 follows. That's cool. The 12 posts. Now, this is another misconception I see a lot of people do with their Instagram. I'm not saying you have this issue, but there's some people that I see go the whole entire year with minimal posts, right? Minimal posts. I'm going into your reels to just check. So I also see you only have 5 reels at the same time of your posts. So as far as your analytics, you got some work to do on that. Because as an investor, what I'm looking at is to see how much you're investing in it so I could get a gauge of the response. I do see you pin a performance. I want to see. Yes. So you are performing in here, which is pretty cool. So you did pin a performance with your group, which is dope. Let me check this out because you pinned the performance. I just want to check it. Okay, you got the full. And now, if anybody's watching this, right, the demographics, I don't know what kind of party this is, but you can see that demographics is the right placement. So that will be your key, is finding the right placement and appreciation for this type of music. But I see you had the whole hands at, oh, okay, I see them. So you have all the textures of true 90s R&B. Where you go with it could be a hit or miss. And also, you got to make sure when they mixing this shit, when they cooking this up, it gotta be R&B flavored, bro. It gotta be R&B flavored. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like I use street analogies a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you go buy a bag of weed, you want it to look like it's the product, right? You want it to look like it's the product. You gotta package it properly. You know what I'm saying? If it came as something that don't look like what it is, you're gonna be looking at it suspect. Like, I don't know. And that's the same thing with your music. You got to make sure it is R&B ready, my dude. R&B ready. But you have the textures. You most definitely have the textures. I'm not going to go into the analytics like I said. I did say I was going to follow you back. So I'm doing that right on the air as we speak right now, my brother. All right. So we're going to go right along because I do want to chip away. I do want to chip away at this. So Primo Sad sent one. Anybody know Primo Sad was one of our winners who actually won the interview at Epic TV and is actually getting his record on 104.5 in rotation. Shout out to Miss Jackson Media Group for the push, and Epic TV and DJ BJ Clark. So he's one of our champs. He was the first one that followed the rules from the very first competition we had, where you were supposed to submit your one sheet, submit a song and your Instagram, and then a $25 fee. The $25 was going to sit in a pot. The more money that came in, the pot was going to grow, and then we was going to have the competition, and the winner was going to take it. Not everybody followed the rules. So he won. All right, cool. So let's go into Primo Sad real quick. This is a record called Boom. He sent the audio file. So what I'm going to do with this audio file, I'm actually going to drag it into my screen that plays audio files, because we was having that problem, but we know the issue now. So here goes. It's called Boom. Let's check out this record. Boom.
I see your talents have gone beyond the mere physical level. Your skills are now at the point of spiritual insight. I have several questions. What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique.
You hear the boom, waves that's lying around the room. Behind the sounds of more compacted and biting to the timbre. So with this man about the hand of a god, the sound is scrambled, the glide, the rare facts of the drop. And compression events of the bounce back on the tack. In the split of a second, I shortly beckon that. I'm 96,000 hertz and stop notch. And a steady rock, so did the bourbon, the mic scotch. I got $3 and $6. So many cycles I switch lines. Vision the Michael when his prime is presence. So with the recital will feel fine with that. It's just put my name in the credits. Let's see if you niggas get it.
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
So, continue.
A good fight should be like a small play.
So the essence league you sentimental, like taking the cold train with them Balmain stuff because they took the rental. Of course it ain't coincidental. Them odds, they took it straight to the oxy to get the second letter. You can make it, you can mold it better. If you fake it, how you hold your head or switch it from your holding center. Notice you the only letter. You never fold, it's a part of your soul. Never break it down to pieces, that's a part of the code. Never talking open lines about the product you sold. Never pass around the chronic if the content is low. These the ways we keep our eyes on the goal. I don't believe in all the hype, no it's enticing the sun. Throwing D's like I was Tyson, pass the mic when I'm done. No discretion in the light that I brought. When you coming through my section, never doubt you belong. Yeah.
All right, my brother. All right, my brother. All right. I like that right there. For the texture, we're gonna go right into the work. We're gonna go right into the work. For the texture of the record, can't go wrong. You did the sample justice, your rhyme pattern. If anybody heard you before and seen that how you switch it up, really dope. I like the feel of the record. It is still niche in this climate. What I mean by that is not saying it can't go mainstream. I'm gonna let you know something right now. What defines a hit and what defines a mainstream is the reaction of the people. I don't care how dope it is. I don't care how nice a dude could spit. It's the reaction of the people that makes a hit. That's why some corny dudes got a hit, because it's the reaction of the people. I'm not saying that it can't be a hit or get the wide range of crossover or popular music, per se, what's hot, but to intervene, to intervene what's going on and how you inject your record will be very particular. And the A&R that you would say you were shopping this record, the A&R had to be a real respectable one who understands the culture. When somebody said I like that, it's very, very versatile. We're gonna go into your page real quick. I know your page pretty good because I had to hit you up a few times. I actually was on your live earlier, but we're gonna go to your page real quick so that way we could decipher that. And there's a few things I want to tell you from the gate, but I want to pull it up before I do so. All right, so let's go to this right here. All right, so this is his page. He has 45 posts, following 638 people, and has a following of 670, well balanced. It doesn't look like it was bots. It looks like a growing page, like you're trying to develop a page. I like how as soon as I look, it says artists. Very important to tell the people from the gate, artists. And then you break down your name, you know what I'm saying? And then you have a little quote, and then you have a stream with some emojis. Emojis are always good. I don't know what's the big thing with emojis, but they do provoke a psychological endorphins in your head. This is true. You can look it up. So he does have the link. I like that. My problem with your page, my brother, let's lighten up the music, is I know for a fact when you first set it up, I like the quality of your pictures. I like, if anybody can see it, I like the quality of the pictures. I see you was posting your video, and then people love this puzzle piece thing. It looks good when it's set up and you go to someone's page. The problem with this puzzle piece thing, right? Once you have it organized, you are so scared to post another picture. So when you do post another picture, what happens is the puzzle pieces get all jumbled. So when someone's looking at your page, that one jumbleness, and A&Rs are finicky, right? That one jumbleness could have me be like, nah, he all over the place. I'm cool. I see where he was going with it, but I'm not sure about it. So you want to tighten this up a lot more, bro. And I know you building and you got a lot, and it's dope. And I'm just giving y'all what the A&Rs will be looking at. That's what we're doing today. I was gonna go more in depth, but I'm gonna tone it down because we do have a lot more people. I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said I was stopping after Kyle. 6. I'm gonna stop after Sha. Just play the audio. He said just play the audio. I'm gonna do after Sha. All right, so that's what you want. You want to tighten up that page, brother. You want to tighten it up because that's one thing that they're gonna look through to see how organized you are. You gotta understand, and this is for everybody on the page. Let me make sure I could read the. Where is the EPK? link tree. He doesn't have a link tree. He doesn't have EPK, but he does guide you. Let me go back to his joint. He does guide you to a link, which has another landing place, which goes to a video, which is the video that initially got him the win. So he does have it. And which is cool because now it gives me some type of sense to who you are. Having no link is one of the biggest mistakes a lot of people have done because they don't have a new landing place for the A&R to see. When they're digging, they're trying to see the big picture. All right, let's go. Shout out to everybody that submitted. I know DJ Sam said Primo again. We doing A&R critiquing, so there's no winners here. We doing A&R critiquing. We just preparing people so that way they can get an idea of what's going on. Let's get to who's next. We have, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right? The song is called Low Key. He got a video. We're gonna play the video. We most definitely gonna play the video. Let me prepare that. Let's close this up right here. We're gonna prepare the video. Artist name Avery Reed from Compton. Okay, we got Compton in the building. Compton, California. So we're gonna go into that real quick and we're gonna pull up his Instagram and we're gonna go from there. Don't act up. Do not act up. Do not act up. All right, cool. Here we go. This is Avery Reed, right? Oh, Red. Excuse me, my brother. I got like 9. If y'all could see what I'm doing right now, I'm like in Starship Galactica right now with all the stuff. Like I got my feet working, my hands moving. It's a lot going on, but this is Avery Red. Avery Red. So check it out, y'all. Check it out.
Rating on the keys, got it jumping.
Listen, make me out of bang. They can never put no smut on my name. They can never put no smut on my name. They can never put no smut on my name. Some love on me, them hate me out of vain, but they can never put no smut on my name. They can never put no smut on my name. They can never. Some love on me, them hate me out of vain, but they can never put no smut on my name. They can never put no smut on my name. They can never. They say blood thicker than water. I've been drugged through the mud by my mother. That struggle made me smarter. Had to get it on my own like my father. All them years behind bars made me solid. They hate on me, and I ain't telling no lie. I've been hustling to survive. I can tell you a snake when I look you in your eyes. Lord, Lord, ain't no time to cry. Penthouse suites at the season now. All black sprinter when we leaving now. I can't forgive a Judas, I'm not Jesus, y'all. Heart turned cold, diamonds freezing now. And that's why some love on me, them hate me out of vain, but they can never put no smut on my name. They can never put no smut on my name. They can never. Some love on me, them hate me out of vain, but they can never put no smut on my name. They can never put no smut on my name. They can never.
They can never put no smuck on my name. Blood thicker than water, I'm still in the game. I done gave niggas game, it's hard to maintain. Before IG, I was pushing in the range. Hustle all night, hustle all day. Standing on the block, it pours when it rains. Gutter money, nigga, ballin' ain't a thing. Lick at the lick, it's still on a bitch. Nigga work smarter, nigga not harder. There's no competition, I done lapped all you niggas. The last of a dying breed, real hustler, nigga. Yeah, you can never smuck my name, bitch.
Some love on me, them hate me out of vain, but they can never put no smut on my name. They can never put no smut on my name. They can never. Some love on me, them hate me out of vain, but they can never put no smut on my name. They can never put no smut on my name. They can never.
I was reading some of the comments. What I want to say from the gate. Is you roped it in with the chorus. That was really dope to jump start it with the chorus. It hit really well. I was listening to the mix. Visuals were very clean. As minute as this is, and again, everything we doing here at the A&R Desk is to prepare you. There's a few scenes, slow shot scenes where you're shooting and you can see you. I'm looking at everything. I see you look away like somebody crossed the street or something. When you get those shots, make sure your editor, you gotta cut all that. Because what they're seeing, they want to see the package straight up. They want to see and again, the record, that does not change the record. Again, I'm gonna point out everything. Like I said from before, this is not friend shit. I'm not doing no friend shit. I'm preparing y'all. This is stuff I've seen with my own eye. Dope visuals, clean. What I would do, and this is just from an A&R perspective, I gotta clarify that, is I would have two versions of this record. I know the last verse, that's probably your OG. It's probably the OG, thorough dude. I could tell by his movements. I move on concrete, you know what I'm saying? So I see, but the texture and not his lyrics. Again, this is the product and preparation and presentation. His presentation creates a boundary between the young, the now, and the then. And I'm just keeping it real on the visual. So I would have two visuals, and that's not taken away from. I know in the hood that joint is shaking. There's people saying they want that in a playlist right now. So the record is not. I'm just, again, when you get this in that office, when they get that in the office, you need everything airtight. So let's go to your Instagram real quick. I'm running my mouth, and we got a few more people. Let's go to the Instagram real quick. We're gonna take a look at that. Let me lower this music in my ear. All right, let's see this real quick. All right, there you go. There we go. Let's get you. All right, first things first. Let's close this down. First things first, let's pull this up. Following you back, my brother. Following you back. Okay, so I see you got 11K. They love numbers. You got 2,343 followers. Not bad. You follow a few people. Sometimes they like it or not. It's cool. Let's go down to your page. Let's go to your bio first. It says public figure. Okay, we get that. After public figure, it said numbers don't lie. After public, actually, BZ. I think it's BZSB. Numbers do lie. I'm gonna share that with you right now. I'm gonna share some. Numbers do lie, and they be checking those too. But I get your theory. I get what you're theoring. I get what you're going with that. But after public figure, it says songwriter, rapper, singer. Click the link in the bio. Boom. Catalog, link tree. Love it. I'm not even gonna click the link tree. I know you got all your videos. You got everything going on there. I know it's gonna dope. Let's scroll down a little bit. And check your posts. So I see you tagged your Spotify with your streams. Love the numbers. Again, Spotify is playing us, y'all. Just letting y'all know Spotify is playing us, but don't use that. So, Brecken, you got all the knowledge. Shout out to you, my brother. I'm gonna share something else with you, but so I love the numbers. I love that the next one's a video. I'm seeing artists. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they want to see when they scrolling like this. They want to see. So your first 8, continuing down, it still translates artists. You know what I'm saying? You do have 20 posts, which is not too bad. I'm gonna go into your joint. They do want to see a lot more posts because it's easy to have 20 posts in the studio and then just rotate that one every day. And they be like, okay, you don't have no more content. Now, I'm not saying go flood your joint with content and have it oversaturated, but also keep in mind with that as well. Let's go. I'm in your reels right now. I like your numbers of your reels. They're good average. You got a 10K one. You got a 44K one. Those records might have been popping or the image was good with the content. So you on it. Now, I want to share something what Breezy said. Sexy red dress like the 2005. All right, so I want to show you something real quick. What sometimes now I'm not even gonna go. That's analytics. I'm gonna save some of the trees. I can't do most of the trees. So my brother, dope record, captured everybody with the chorus. felt good. The only thing I would say was have 2 versions, one for submission and one to rock out. You rock out on that. That record was your record. Shout out to the brother that was on it as well. I kind of figured that's like probably the OG, or you know what I'm saying, in the neighborhood, well respected. I dig it, but you got to shine on that one. All right, let's go. Let's keep it going because time is ticking. I'm moving kind of pretty. I got a flow. But I got some more going on. We are stopping at Sha, so there's 2 submissions after all these. Let me play some music. Let's check this out. So we have another MP3. We have 2 R&B group, a soul group, a singer songwriter. I'm not sure how I'm pronouncing. I'll be messing up people's names like crazy. But is it Rary Lair? I'm assuming it's Rary Lair. I'm not sure how that sounds. Let me shout out to everybody jumping on. If you jumped on in the middle of this, what we're doing right now is A&R critiques. I'm not looking at the camera because I'm trying to keep up with the feed. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but it's called Rary Air. He sent 2 records. I'm gonna play the first one he sent, which is Through the Night. So I'm gonna drag that to the desktop so we can get that desktop energy, and we're gonna go from there. And then we're gonna check out his feed. So here's again Through the Night. If it's Rary Air, I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly, so I extremely apologize. But here we go. Let's do that.
My dear,
GTO.
why you playing my games with my head? Like we don't be fucking in your bed. Late nights you riding in the Benz. I'ma say we more than friends, cause I wanna give you what you like, holding you down when you fall. Whoa, tell me that you want me, yeah. I want you to hold me through the night. Tell me just how you feel. Do I make you feel high? All bothered. Tell me just what you want. Does it make you feel good? So good. I love when I hold you through the night. I said I love when I hold you through the night. I love when I hold you through the night. You call my name, my dear. I love it when you touch me. Only you got me. I love when I hold you through the night. You call my name, my dear.
Hold me through the night, yeah, you right where I wanna be. Keep giving me life, be a wife and your prodigy. Want you inside of me, baby daddy, gotta be. You got me so gone off this liquor. Do you see my plan, a big picture? See me, GG me, big figures. Better call me before you call on your niggas.
Tell me that you want me, yeah. I want you to hold me through the night. Tell me just how you feel. Do I make you feel high? All bothered. Tell me just what you want. Does it make you feel good? So good. I love when I hold you through the night. I said I love when I hold you through the night. I love when I hold you through the night. You call my name, my dear. I love it when you touch me. Only you got me. I love when I hold you through the night. You call my name, my dear. I love when I hold you through the night. I said I love when I hold you through the night.
Dope record, clean. I like the feel. It hits the R&B. Dope feel. I like the theme. It has a theme. The mix, I would play with the texture dropping a little low, but that's just because of mastering frequency levels, the engineering me. Love the feel of that. Before we go, I want to Breezy SB said, he said numbers don't lie, and I made a statement. I was like, numbers do lie. And the brother said, where's that? He said, then tell me something. I believe that's what he said. He said, tell me something. And I want to share this with y'all. So there are bot factories, right? And I'm saying this, and I'm not. There's like 70% of the people who posted their Spotify stats. Those numbers are false stats, right? So there's this thing that the industry has, right? Sound charts, right? It costs like $300 a year to have. Right? I have sound chart, right? As every single artist in the world that put out music, every single artist. And when you hit it, right? This is what they do. When you hit it, it gives you all their analytics. I was saving this for a treat. All your analytics. Along with the analytics, you see those waves? Along with those analytics, it tells you who got bots. So I'm looking at someone's page. I'm not going to say their name. They got 295K on TikTok videos, right? Out of the 295K, only... Wow. That's low. Only 85K. Now, that's still good. 85K. But you see the leap. 85K are real. I don't even want to say... I don't want to put their name because that's not what it's about. So numbers do lie. And a lot of artists do it because it looks good. But I do have access to what the labels have, and it gives me everything. So that's why I said numbers do lie. I wasn't saying it again. Please forgive me, anybody, if it sounded like I was talking about that brother's numbers. No, I was just sharing about the tricks and trades of this industry, and what I just shared with you about numbers do lie, right? And I don't want to take from the brother's record because I was supposed to go on his Instagram, but I gotta feed y'all people. I gotta feed everybody. The labels do this. Your favorite artists, those top 10 artists that get spunt on the radio, don't believe for 1 second every single one of those numbers are accurate. That's what I'm gonna say. So it does happen. So that's why I said that statement. Numbers do lie, but they look good. That's my phrase when I'm in the label. Numbers do lie, but it look good. So even though he had 80K, that person I was looking at, and then his number said 290, that 80K still look good. So I see he's invested in his look. So that does add to it too. But let's get, I wonder what it costs for 80K. Primo said, I wonder what it costs for 80K. We can say that for another show because I know the numbers. All right, let's go to this brother's page. Let's pull that up real quick. Dope record. Again, the feel was clean. I really dig it. I'm not sure if that's your Instagram handle. I'm gonna punch it in real quick. For some reason it's not letting me copy and paste it. Yes, it did come up. Let's check that out. I'm gonna follow you back, my brother. You give me energy, I'll give you energy back. I'm not with all that. I gotta have, you know, I'm gonna share some with y'all. Let me follow you back. Okay. The labels told me that I follow too much people. That's what they told me. I follow too much people. All right. Anyway, he got 15 on the post. He's following 845, 625 people following him. Numbers are kind of balanced on the scale on his end. I like that it goes in from the gate. Singer, songwriter, vocal producer. Then he has the bookings. Boom. So that shows me that he got some energy going. He got numbers. Full songs, top line, co-write, vocal production, and then he got his link. Love it. It shows investment, goes into straight in the 15 posts. I'm scrolling as I'm going. So the 15 posts, I want to see what that looked like. Excuse me if I missed anybody's comments and anybody who did jump on. He said, forget Chris Brown. The group band said, this Chris Black. So you're getting good energy. Let's get this scroll on. Boom. From the gate. Artistry. I see it. Looks nice and clean. You do got to double up. One is a picture. One is a reel. I know you use that with reel. What I would do in your reel, I would go into it and change the frame. Give different ammunition. Maybe if it's the same content, I would change that frame or separate them. Just presentation tips. I see the work. You're investing in not all high-end quality pictures, which is another thing. A lot of people want to look so good. Sometimes when you're in the label, I can't tell you how many times you'll have a whole page of professional. Now it looks good to everyone, right? And then the label's like that. This person is trying. know what I'm saying? Because from the content that the high quality videos or pictures are, you could tell that it's a marketing, but the marketing isn't as strategic. So dope record. Build your page. Build your page off even further. I'm gonna tap your story. I didn't tap no one story real quick. You got one story. I would tell anybody who has lower than 100 people, 100 posts, lower than 100 posts, flood your story. Flood your story. Even if you're using, oh, I'm doing A&R work. Am I giving you tips? I can't help it. I can't help it. All right. On to the next, because that's not what this show today was about. We breaking these shows up. We breaking these shows up. Shout out to you, my dude. They called you the Chris Black. Real dope record. Real dope record. All right. So we going into, what's this one? Let me see. Is this a double submission? Hold on. I think this is a double. Oh no, we catching up. We catching up. All right. So we up to Kyle Neef. Kyle Neef, I don't know if you're still here. We still gonna go to it. Then we're gonna go into Sha. We're gonna go into Sha. I'm well over my time, but I did not want it to get too crazy. He did send MP3s. Love it, love it. Let's clear this up. Let's get some music while I clear this up. And we're gonna get this brother up and running right now. Let me get these off my desktop. There's a bunch of stuff flooded. All right, so we're gonna pull up, which record we're gonna pull up of his. We're gonna pull up the first one. It's called Windows, and it's the final. Now, I'm gonna say something about this final. It says final in the file. Do not send an A&R a record that says final, and you gotta go back and mix it. I've seen people hit stop midway because it said final. So I'm just saying that, just putting that in the air. All right, we're gonna check this out right now. This is, let me just get the name right. This is Kyle Neef. He said, I just text you also. Okay, he just texted me also. So I'm gonna go into this record right now. We're gonna check it out.
Just a small town boy, just a small town girl. Don't stop believing you're the best I've ever found, girl. Every moment that I spend with you is the greatest. Ride with me, we both deserve a vacation. The way you sing in the passenger seat, the way you move, the way you dance, the way you tap in your feet, the way you laugh, the way you smile and grin. I love it all, swear to God, you are my favorite gift. This that summertime, firefly, feel good, catch a vice on. Finally found my sound, drive till the tires fall. Regain my stride when I met you, so let's go. Take my hand, run with me together all night long. Riding around the city with no four windows rolled down. Pretty lady with me, let her tell me where to go down. One hand on the wheel and the other on her thigh. She asked what my limit is, I told her the sky. Riding around the city with no four windows rolled down. Pretty lady with me, let her tell me where to go now. Magic little moment in the review is the sun. I asked her what she's doing, she told me having fun. Well, I think that you're the one, said that you were having fun. Crazy that it's just begun, but you were hotter than the sun. Queen, you need a golden crown, end up with this moment now. Oh, they want it frozen, wind is blowing, windows roll them down. Days like these are the moments that I live for. Nights like these are the kind I would die for. As long as I am with you, don't matter if I'm rich or poor. You light up entire sky, kinda like July 4th. The way you sing in the passenger seat, the way you move, the way you dance, the way you tap in your feet, the way you laugh, the way you smile and grin. I love it all, swear to God, you are my favorite gift. Riding around the city with the four windows rolled down. Pretty lady with me, let her tell me where to go now. One hand on the wheel and the other on her thigh. She asked what my limit is, I told her the sky. Riding around the city with the four windows rolled down. Pretty lady with me, let her tell me where to go now. Magic little moment in the rear view is the sun. I asked her what she's doing, she told me having fun.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was playing. it got real quiet on the feed. I was like, yo, where everybody at? Where everybody at? All right, what I will say about this record, right? Let's not get, everybody gets up. I did see somebody say something about the mix it up. It does need a little fine tune on the mix. I see the direction, but where this record now, there's a market for this record. Now, what I will say, this market is more of a pop market. It's the top 100 market. But what it needs is to Porto just posted, it needs to be cleaned up. It does need to be cleaned up. What Miss Jackson said. Somebody said there's a market for everything. Yes, there is a market for this. And Miss Jackson hit it on the nose. Movie, but top 100 pop charts. This will be go good. There's a lot of records that go on a pop chart that they call it fluff. There's a lot of stuff that go on a pop chart that's fluff that you hear it on commercials. This will be a record on commercials, big time movies, especially teen movies. Those summertime movies. Netflix, Disney, there's a most definite place, but it gotta get cleaned up. But I love the direction. Not only is that, for that particular genre of music, takes a particular pen. As easy as it may sound, as much as people be like, yo, I don't know about it, I tell people, bust your pen and make that type of record. It's not easy. So to bust your pen and have that particular record, you have your thing. You gotta polish that thing tight. You gotta polish it real tight. I was listening to it automatically. I was like, yo, product placement. That's perfect for product placement. Summertime toys, movie, you name it. Content. You could do that content. You could even go into the marketing of like TikTok content, real base. There's a place for it. Let's check out this artist's Instagram. He sent a screenshot of the Instagram. Home skillet was not playing. Is that? I think that we're gonna check it out. Let's get some music in the background. All right, let's check out. I'm gonna put his name in right now. Let's see what comes up. But there is a market. Miss Jackson hit it on the nose. There is a market. People are still submitting music. Oh man, I don't know if that's him. There's so many. He sent me a screenshot. So I'm gonna say this again. Let me see. Oh no. I'm sorry. He did send the Instagram copy. It was buried. He did send a lot of stuff, which is pretty cool. Let's check that out. Okay, that's him right here. All right, let's check this out. I'm gonna open up the page and we're gonna take a look at. He followed me. I'm gonna follow you back too. All right, so the following, he got 17K, 875 followers. From right under his name, it says musician. It says sober, snap. He got his Snapchat and then his Facebook profile. I'm not gonna say I respect your sobriety. I see you say sober. That can be a red flag to labels in an investment. So I don't know. I know you want to stand strong, and a salute to you on that, my brother. But from first glance, you might want to save that if you're actually pushing to be an artist. I do see the pen, and I love the first pen. You got abuela, grandma. I'm not sure who the loved one is, but I see the spotlight art is you. You made the paper. Really good marking to have your first joint. That's very interesting. Especially correlating to your followers. I see you got 861 posts. That's cool. You've been working. So what I would do is do the scroll. I see 2, and then there's a few that could possibly relate. I see you like to work out. It's cool merging that. I would try to separate that. He said, "Night, bro, respect. Always, yo, shout it out. I am feeling more motivated now, for real. Shout out to the group band for feeling motivated. That's what we trying to do. That's what we trying to do here. I do see a lot 333. I love that number, my brother. I see a lot of scrolling. It does have a personal page vibe. Nothing wrong with that. Again, nothing wrong with that. But when marketing to the labels, you want to make sure that how you branding yourself, because branding yourself and having a brand is two different things. That's another whole nother show. But I do see that. I want to hit his reels real quick and check out the reels. I see you're really into the workout. I see your reels. I see your logo, so I know those is possibly music. That's me. That's me knowing this music. The typical A&R is probably gonna look for something more relative. Looking at your page, I can't. If I didn't hear your record, if I didn't hear your record, I couldn't really tell what vibe you was on. Let's get some music on that. We're gonna lighten it up. I can't tell what the vibe you on. This first picture looks like a rapper, which I would take that. After I scroll, I wouldn't be able to tell. You want to correlate what your sound is in the vision. That's one of the biggest things with branding. You want it to correlate. But dope record, I'm not going to take too much more time, and I want to go into one more song that was Shy. I'm going to go into that. Let me check the feeds while we do that. While we check that. And excuse me if I was scrolling too fast. I'm in go mode. And when I'm in go mode, I'll be working. Todd Chill said, my fault, boss. Man, my phone died. All good. Facts. First thing is liability to investment. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the sobriety. I love that you loud and clear with it, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they do look at that. Labels do check everything, like Miss Jackson said. Primo said, I need to talk. Branding yourself versus building a brand. Yeah, that's two different things. Branding yourself and building a brand. Two complete different things. I see people trying to build the brand before they build themselves. You know what I'm saying? They have mad t-shirts and mad merch before anybody likes you to buy your merch. Because no one buys your merch because of music. I'm going to say that again. No one buys your merch because of music. They don't. They buy your merch because of you. Because of you. So if you not doing what your music needs to do, ain't nobody buying it. But that's another one. And I'm going to go into one last one. I know there was some more submissions after. We well over time. This is Sha Payne. He said, did that off my phone in BandLab. He's on the ankle monitor. He's sharing information. Can't leave the house yet, but tell him be nice too. He said, be nice too. That's what he said. His name is Sha. I know this brother for a long time. This song is called Energy. We're going to pull Energy up, listen to Sha, and then we're going to go to his page. I know his page should be very, very interesting, to say the least. Very interesting. Let's get Energy off. This is Sha. Let me just get this out the way. This is Sha Payne with Energy.
It's time. It's time. Quan. It's Quan. Never. I must admit, never. I never found no one like you. I never found no one like you. Never. This better. I never found no one like you. I never found no one like you. Baby girl, just listen. We can do this in the living room or in the kitchen. I'ma bend you over, put that body through a mission. Don't compare me to the past, niggas, you see the difference. I can't see you with nobody else but me. You got my full attention, baby girl, this energy. You don't need no light, you always trying to brag to me. And plus you a dime, keep looking good with pretty feet. I'm your only fan. You ain't no thought, I'm your only man. Hold it down if I'm stuck in the can. Please tell me you can. If anything, we gonna work things out. Ain't no work about to be in this house. What they talking about? And baby girl, you fine. Every second, girl, you're on my mind. Tell you everything you gotta know, I'm never lying. I trust you more than these friends of mine. Oh. Never been I never found no one like you. I never found no one like you. Never. Babe, no, I never found no one like you. I never found no one like you. And baby girl, you fine. On my mind. baby, I'm never lying. More these friends of mine. You're a dime. Energy. I give you energy, all of me, yeah. Energy. I give you all of me, all of me, yeah. Energy. Give you all of me.
Okay, so that was Energy. So he did forewarn us. He said he was on an ankle monitor. He can't leave the house. He recorded it on BandLab. Soon as he gave me the heads up, I already took a listen to it with a specific ear listen. From the gate, Primo Saeed said I wasn't expecting that. From the gate, I see where it was going. I would scrap him from the chorus, and I would actually have someone on that chorus. Maybe a girl, maybe Chris Black that was on here. I would have someone else on the chorus. Of course, we know the record needs to be recorded over, mixed down over. The direction of the record had the concept. There was a lot of spacing in between the first chorus, how he came in and leaving it out. I would fill in those pockets, but again, most likely he's not most likely. He is not a singer. HD was good. Shout out to everybody jumping on. 2 leveled. Porto said 2 leveled. So I would most definitely go back and record. I see where he was going with the record. It needs work, but it got a direction and it has a concept. It just needs the elements fixed. Let's go to his Instagram real quick. We're gonna go to his Instagram and take a look. So now I know this brother personally. I know Sha personally. So I know his Instagram is gonna be very interesting, right? Let's go to Sha Payne's Instagram. So this is Sha Payne. He got 30K followers. 2,000 he's following. Levels is pretty. The comparison's pretty good. He got artists. He got his kids. He got his YouTube, and then that's where it stops. Obviously, he's on house arrest. He got an ankle monitor, and he can't get to the studio. So with this big amount of followers, a lot of people would think it's false. It's not false because I know who he is. He does a lot of comedians. If you see him, he's funny as hell. He is funny as hell. He just does a lot. So from the gate, I already knew what I was expecting. If I was a A&R looking at this artist, someone brought me the record, and I went to his page, automatically I would have been like, okay, he's not an artist. Secondly, the singing part compared to how he looks, I would most definitely be like, yo, we're gonna change that. Imagery, like I said, my PAP technique is the product, analytics, and presentation. They have to correlate and magically make music together. So from the product that we just heard, and then the presentation of the brother, he looked like security, and he does punch a lot of people in the face. Shout out to Sha, I love him. I hope he get his ankle monitor cut off very soon legally. So it doesn't match. It doesn't match. You could tell from the gate. It does say artist, but then just looking at his feed compared to what I heard, they don't relate to each other. They don't. But this is a good example. I know he knows he got work to do. He knows he got work to do. We all know. But this is a good example of how people said legally. Yeah. I gotta specify. I hope legally the brother gets his joint off. But this is a good example of making sure your music correlates the presentation to the product. You gotta have it, especially if you're pushing to be an artist. Sometimes we just want to put out music and our page is our personal thing and we can shake out. Nothing wrong with that. But the moment you cross that threshold to say, yo, this is what I want to do, and you submit stuff to an A&R, and this is what we're doing. We're testing out with the A&R Desk. We're bringing A&Ring right to your phone. So this is a good example of making sure your product matches, and his don't. Let's go to his reels real quick. I already know what to expect. He is funny as hell. So this is his videos. Again, it's a lot of comedy. This is how he got his name up heavy. So shout out to Shot Payne. I want to be like free Shot Payne, but he free. So I guess free him more. Shout out to the brother. But again, shout out to everybody that jumped on today. Let me just check. Are we too late to send music in? Yes, we actually over time. The show is normally an hour, but I wanted to give a lot of people the chance to submit. We are going to do this again. I didn't go into the analytics because I'm not going to give y'all everything at one time. If anybody knows, I had the industry in the street where I was just dropping gems, sharing everything, just offloading everything to the people. And I had industry insiders, label execs, and everyone highly upset with me. And that's not why I stopped it. I stopped it because I found myself repeating myself on every other show. So with the A&R Desk, we're bringing A&Ring right to your phone. What we're going to do is we're going to do the work together. So everything that I know, everything that I see, we're going to put it in place. So we're going to have different, for anybody who's this your first time, before we go, this was your first time on the show, we're going to have cash advance where you could win rewards like money. We're going to have opportunity advancements where you could possibly get walked into a record label. I got to state that again. Yes, walked into a record label. We're going to do music reviews. Sometimes they're going to be free. Sometimes they're not. We're going to do not only music reviews, we're going to do A&R critiques. That's kind of what we did today. We played your music. I gave you some outlets, some touches what A&Rs look for. And I also went into your Instagram to give you that little presentation, my PAP technique. Please don't bite my PAP technique. I'm just saying. But it's property, product, analytics, and presentation. Use it. Just give credit when it's due. Somebody said, what days? This is every Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time on the live. You could also go to spudbrooklyn.com, spudbrooklyn.com to check out the other episodes. They're about an hour long. You could skip through if you want. There's a lot of stuff going on with that. So we do this every Wednesday. This is the A&R Desk. Again, we bring A&Ring right to your phone. Our next show, before I go, I just want to make an announcement. Our next show, we might relaunch the competition, but we might launch the competition live. I gave a week for the competition and only one person followed the rules and submitted everything. This competition will be a cash competition. For those who don't know what that is, you submit your record. I'm going to give you a specific rules. What you got to submit. You submit all those things and your cash payment for submission, that cash payment gets put in a pot. The more people that come, the pot grows. We have the competition. I don't vote. I critique it, give you my A&R view, but you make sure you tell your people or the viewers a vote. That's how a hit is made. And that's the example that we use for an expression on the show to show you how hits make in a small micro world of how music is put out. So a hit could be how people respond to your music. And that's what you got to do. And sometimes what you got to do, market it, promote it, get your people on it. So that's what we doing here on the show. Let me just answer some questions. Spud, mark my words, yo. Gems will put me where I need to be. I love that. Shout out to you. It's crazy, bro. I never knew what direction to completely take. I appreciate, no cap. Much love, man. Come back to the show. Share it with people you know. Coming through to the show. Show love. Salute to you. Shout out to Handles, the lyricist. Shout out to everybody that's jumping on. Salute. Again, it was a dope show. Shout out to everybody that submitted and took a chance submitting their music. Again, this is not to break you down. This is to build you up. So before we go, I want to close the show out. Shout out to our selective sponsor, Locked In, bro. Shout out to everybody that was come on. And if there was a few people, I don't know if I followed everybody, but feel free to DM me. We're going to be back here next week doing it up. We do have a segment called Is It a Smash? We do have two Is It a Smash champ winners. And they actually got a live interview on Epic TV. Shout out to Epic TV. Worldwide on everything. And they also getting a record of their choice. We got to sit down and make sure the record is dope. Because I got my name on it. I'm putting my name on it. So we got to make sure the record is good, clean, and ready for radio. But they will get a record placed on rotation on 104.5. I say this all the time. If you don't know the difference between radio and streaming, you get $1.35 to play on radio. I'm just saying. But I'm gonna go. I DM'd you, never got a response. It probably went into that unknown thing. I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check it, my brother. Drippy tie. I'm gonna check it. That's my word. I'm gonna check it. You pull me up just as much as I pull everybody up. So do it to me too. Shout out to everybody. But this is our selected sponsor. I'll see y'all next week. Be safe, take a risk, and be creative. Yo, y'all be good, man. It was dope. Thank you for your time. This is the A&R Desk with Sport Brooklyn, and
Show studio.
we get busy.